Hello everyone, welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. I'm Rob, and today we're going to be opening these two bad boys in a nice casual live format, cracking some packs. Happy pre-release weekend to everyone who plays the game or might be interested in playing the game. Check your local game store. They might be holding a pre-release this weekend. You can just basically go buy some sleeves and learn to play and have some fun. But yeah, pre-releases this weekend, full release next weekend. But that's the play. That is the play. Yeah. Thank you to everyone who supports the channel. Hello, hello. Hey, Steven, welcome. Minion, good luck at your pre-release, by the way. Yeah. Hope you open some awesome stuff, too. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to open some cards. These just arrived today, and then hopefully I get to open a bunch of cards. I'm going to 3 different pre-releases this weekend, just to play with the new set, check out some cards. Thankfully, these showed up, so it can help me see some of the cards for the first time. I haven't really been looking at spoilers too much, so I know there's a few cards I care about. Darth Vader, because I like playing villain and villain only. So he looks like a pretty bomb card, and he's like my favorite character in Star Wars. If I get any, great. If I don't play too much villain blue, but I dabble in it here and there. But yeah, hope everyone's doing good. I don't know why that button is not... Yeah. That's interesting. Okay, one sec. There is something not working right. Oh, I see. I see. Let's try this. There we go. That's what the button should have done. Yeah, thank you to these folks. Nope. These folks. Thank you for supporting the channel. Making it able for me to buy cards and open for them on stream for you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, I saw the whole set got spoiled early because there were some leaks, and some people may have had an unfair advantage with those leaks, preparing for the World's Championship or whatever happening later this month. So then Fantasy Flight Games just like let the whole set out early once they heard that a bunch of people had it already and were preparing for Worlds ahead of time and getting an unfair advantage. So they kind of let it out, which was good. That's kind of a good way to handle it. So yeah, all the cards have been out, but I've also been playing locally with the last set every week and playing a couple store showdowns recently. Not, so it's like, I'm not the best. I already play a ton of different board games on the channel, like every week. Always worried about rules, and then like also like learning new cards while still trying to play with the old cards and know how to play against cards in my opponent's decks that I don't know very well. It's like, I only play this game casually at the moment, so it's like a lot of card interactions and stuff to keep track of, especially when you only play casually, and I don't read every single card and go to every single tournament. I don't prepare that hardcore. I don't play online. So it's like, yeah. So I'm going to experience the cards today, most of them for the first time, which will just help me prepare for pre-release, so I'm not sitting there reading every single card as we're playing games and wasting my opponent's time. And I really hope my local game stores this time, I'm going to some ones that I have not played at before a pre-release, but I see some stores are doing like best of 3s, and I didn't think that was a thing from what I read. I thought FFG changed it, and it's supposed to be best of 1 for pre-release, because you might have new players there, you might be reading the cards a lot, you're already taking an hour to open packs and deck build, and to make someone play like 5 rounds of Swiss best of 3 with a jank deck that they open from 6 packs all day isn't the most fun experience in my opinion. It's cool to play a few times and take your new cards home, I think. But yeah, it sucks when you're playing with like new players all day and every game is going till time because everyone's reading cards and having takebacks and misplaying things, and like, yeah, it wasn't my favorite experience last time. Almost burned me out on pre-releases, getting caught in that experience where the store decided to do best of 3, and because we had so many players, they wanted to do like, I think it was like 5 rounds, maybe 6, I can't remember. But it was long. It was a long day, plus 1 hour deck building. So if I go to a store and they want to do best of 3 and go beyond 3 rounds, I'm going to just take my cards and go home probably. Because that is like too long. Too long to be reading cards, and yeah, it's a mess. But yeah, hopefully it's best of 1. That's what I've heard most stores do and what they're supposed to do. So if it's best of 1, it's cool. Like, we just bash faces. Because I find too with playing pre-release, you're not playing with the best deck. So they're not fast, they're not efficient. You end up going through like your whole deck. You're just sitting there banging dudes into each other and attacking the base. Like they're long games. They just take a long time. Everyone's slow, reading all the cards in their hand, trying to make decisions. It's not like when you go play against like, rush decks and stuff like that. in the format, and they speed things up. But yeah, pre-release can be a little rough. So I did sign up for 3. I don't know if I'm crazy doing so. The most I've ever done in a weekend, I think, was like 6. But yeah, kind of rolling it back a bit. But I want to support some of my local game stores too, so I'm kind of excited to go play at some pre-releases. We'll see. Maybe get some more cards. I don't know. We'll see. Steven says, I've never played a CCG and have no interest either. Here in the hope of a rant. Well, that was my rant. I just hope more stores do best of one, and with the understanding that a new player could walk in, or someone who's never seen all the cards. Don't make them play a full 1-hour round every single round. That is torture. And don't go beyond like 3 rounds, no matter how many players you have showing up. Unless you are doing the best of one, they're like 25-minute rounds, then maybe that's fine. Maybe that's fine to go long. But still, you're done in like 3 hours or less. I don't know. Well, who knows? We'll see how they do it. We'll see how they do it. But I find a lot of stores, like, they're still just focused on running like Magic events, and they care about that game more, or like tabletop wargaming, because that's where more money is with the painting, the miniatures, and collecting 75 Magic sets that release a month. So I find that people running the Star Wars stuff usually don't know the game that well, and they kind of just don't care. So they're just like, run it like your weekly, just whatever. They kind of don't think about the new player, or making a better experience. It's kind of sad. But yeah, I've had that my whole life of board gaming, playing Fantasy Flight Games, LCGs competitively for the last, like, I don't know, 13 years. So I'm used to being the underdog card game in the store, and just, yeah, nobody at the store really knows what your game even is about or how it works. That's just how it is. There's my rant. There you go. That's my rant. Now let's have some fun opening cards. Boom. All right, so we got 2 boxes. We're gonna open them. Let's have some fun. Also, how's everyone else doing? If you're going to pre-release, let me know. I'd like to hear it in the comments. How did your pre-release run? If you're watching this after, I'm curious. Did your store run best of ones? Did they give the full 55 minutes to an hour for deck building? Were there any new players, or is it literally just the hardcore showing up now and the game is like not growing? I'm curious. Let me know. Let me know down below what your local experience is. I'm curious. Very curious. Around here, what I've noticed, when I came back to the game, I basically took set 3 off, came back for set 4, and then just wanted to play casually. I'm only going to approach it casually. That's what I said. And that's what I've been doing. But I did meet some new players to the game that came and joined the game between when I left near the end of set 2 and then came back at the start of set 4. I did meet some new players locally that weren't playing before, and they were new to the game. And it was cool seeing the community give them like cards that they had extra of. They're just dumping boxes on them. I thought it was really cool. But then the sad part was at weeklies, a lot of players I find show up with like meta decks, and they're all preparing for PQs or store showdowns or regionals or sectors and all these other tournaments, that they bring their meta decks to weeklies. But like, I mean, where else are they going to play? I guess, I don't know. And then they crush these new players, and these new players don't have the full card pool. They're still learning the game. And every week they're just at the bottom of the list of players. Every week they just, go 0-3, 0-3, 0-3. And then it only takes like a month and a half of that, and the player disappears. Like I've seen it happen with at least like 5 players, I feel, over the last like since set 4 dropped. So that's another issue I see with the game. It's like that might be scaring new players away, because jumping in a game that's like already full of sweaties. So yeah, that's there's my other insight, honest feedback kind of thing. And it's okay to bring like a really good deck. It's just like, be gentle on the new guy. Help the new guy out, which is what I try to do. Teach them some stuff. Recommend some cards they might want to put in their deck or something. But yeah, unfortunately that doesn't keep them around. People can only lose every single game for so long. I've learned it's like, oh, it sucks. Zerland says, my store is pretty casual. We do best of one. Usually have 8 to 12 people show up. That's good. They typically run another pre-release on our normal weekly night if people are interested. That's cool. Yeah, I've had some stores where they run 2 pre-releases because they get enough kits, and then like the players play 2. I've seen that. Or just do a sealed right after. Like the next week, they just do a sealed if they don't have enough pre-release kits. But yeah. That's cool. Matthew, what's up? Matthew says, I'm a Magic the Gathering player, so I could totally play this game on a limited box opening. Yeah, you understand pre-releases, you know sealed, you know draft. Yeah, this game has all that stuff too. Heavily influenced by Magic the Gathering, obviously. Okay, so we got Obi-Wan. And yes, I'm not just opening these cards to like sell singles, so this is not gonna be a 10-minute box opening. We've already gone over 10 minutes. Yeah, there's not a rushed unboxing just to get, you know, content out. I'm just relaxed, having fun. We're doing this live. We're gonna play it slow. Go through cards, look at some cool cards, talk about cards. It's just a casual hangout. For those here live, you're watching later. Might not be the most efficient unboxing ever if you just want to see cards. Skip to the end. I'll go over like what legendaries and stuff we got. You know, so you don't have to watch the whole thing and listen to me blab on. But I'm here to play the game, so I'm kind of excited about what cards can actually go in decks I have and stuff like that, if that wasn't obvious. Okay, so the default base is kind of cool this time. 28 health on all the common bases. And even though you might not care about attacking with a force unit in your sealed deck at pre-release, these are the common bases you must use. So it should speed up play, actually, even though it's only 2 health points difference. But if everyone at your pre-release has a 28 health, in theory, that could be like one less turn, one less attack a game that could end the game. So that might actually speed things up. I don't know, though. I don't know, but yeah, creating a force token, actually, yeah, that's not a force token, that's experience. Oh, they changed their art again. That's cool. But yeah, I need a force token, I guess, to show. But yeah, you just get a force token, you put it with you, and then you put it off to the side when you don't have the force, and then a bunch of cards in the set use the force, is my understanding. If you have it, you can spend it. Gives me like the vibes of Keyforge with like the tide, high and low rising kind of thing, which again, there's Keyforge designers that work on this game, so that kind of makes sense. Like, I don't know what I'm doing with all this stuff. I mean, I don't care about those things. All right, let's rip through some commons. Okay, if a friendly unit was defeated this phase, give 2 experience tokens to a unit. Oh, that's funny. Okay, disturbance in the force. Friendly unit let's play this phase. Give a shield token. Forge Starfighter. Okay, villain cards is what I care about, I guess. Hidden. Oh yeah, hidden's a new keyword, and supposedly an evergreen one. They're going to carry this one forward. You know, like smuggle wasn't evergreen, right? They're only going to do smuggle when they feel like it, and if maybe never again, like I don't know. But raid and like shielded and ambush are all evergreen, so they can be in all sets. This is like our first new evergreen one since I feel like set 1 maybe. I'm not sure, but yeah, so hidden you'll see just going forward, which is kind of neat. Ewoks, nice. Hidden and restore 1. We have an Ewok. Village Tender. Awesome. Those were wicked when I was a kid. All right. Jedi Guardian. Outer Rim Mystic. Jedi Starfighter. Oh yeah, a big theme in this, I think, is like Jedis, Force units, Sith, I think, are all getting a buff. Travis says, I'm trying to get into TCGs at my local scenes, and my local scene seems good, just seems kind of intimidating. Thinking I should learn Magic, but I have been learning SWU. I'm a little biased. I'm going to say learn Star Wars Limited, especially if you like the Star Wars IP. And generally, from what I hear from players that leave Magic the Gathering over the last decade and join a Fantasy Flight card game, like a competitive card game, usually say that the Fantasy Flight player base in general are usually less a-holes and usually really welcoming and are usually pretty nice. And like, I only know nice people playing these games, and I know it's generalization, but I have met some a-holes that have come from Magic. They don't last very long, and then they go back to Magic because they just don't do well. So if you want to learn this game, I have a link down below. There is a way to play online against AI. The AI sucks, but it's a way just to play by yourself. You can input any deck. You can copy it from a deck building website, and you can just play against AI and learn the game. And it will just, without being embarrassed, without being nervous, you just do it in the comfort of your own home on your computer, laptop, whatever. It's called Force Table. It's free to use, but if you want to use the draft or sealed simulator on it, you have to be a patron and pay like a monthly subscription. But for free, you can learn there. There should be a link to it in the video description. It's just called Force Table, or I think it's like forcetable.net maybe, or forcetable.com. But a great way, you can just go, you can even find like the starter decks online and input them in. They might even already be in the app. I'm not sure, but and you can just play with the starter decks, which are usually pretty basic, and they can help you learn the main mechanics of the game. But yeah, but that's just me. That's my input. But again, it's definitely a region thing, and based on the store, how the player base is, right? If you have a store owner that doesn't accept like bullies or people who are bad with other people, people are too hyper competitive, but like sore losers and stuff. If the store doesn't like enforce that, or the player base doesn't like kind of weed those people out, that might not be the best store. But there are some stores that'll be awesome no matter what games they play. So just, you know, your mileage may vary, right? So, but just for, I've been in like so many game stores like all around North America over the last like 12 so years playing like competitive games and just visiting even, and like, yeah, there's definitely a dark side to it, and then there's also a light side. You know, where some stores are just amazing. The people are so welcoming. They make sure that if anyone has any, you know, makes it uncomfortable for people, those people aren't allowed to play there, or they're, you know, they're given warnings, told to not come back kind of thing, or change their attitude. But some stores just have grumpy store owners that only care about selling stuff. They hate their customer base. They just treat everyone rude, and it just harbors like a rude kind of environment. I've seen that before too. Yeah. Acclimator assault ship, double green, eh? Is Piet Green going to be a thing with the capital ships? Is that coming? Is that what's happening? Haha, Luthen Rail, nice. Andor, awesome. Cool. Cool. Possible escape, okay. And our rare here is Malakili, a loving Rancor Keeper. Sure. The first creature unit to play. Oh, creatures is another theme in this set, I think. First creature unit play each phase. Cost one less if a friendly creature unit would deal damage to a friendly unit. Prevent that damage. Nice. Okay, Forged Starfighter. And we saw that one already. Okay. Best way, I think I'll just put rares like in their own pile, legendaries in their own pile, and then like everything else just in a big pile. Like, I don't care. And this stuff, who cares about this stuff? Let's get like a rare base. Okay. Boom. Hopefully it'll get quicker. Avar, Chris, hero leader, don't care. Strangle Cliffs, okay. There's the force token. Okay, I want to see what it look like. So force token, the force is with you. When you use the force, remove this token from play. So you literally just put it in play like by your base, I guess, or your leader or something. You know, to show your opponent you have the force. I saw some people like tucking it underneath to show they have it. And then when you don't have it, you know, get rid of it off the table, or like sleeve it so it's covered on the back and just like flip it over. I don't know. But I know there's like people printing like acrylic tokens and stuff. I don't have one yet, so I'm gonna be using this jank, but that's the mechanic. All right, so we got some commons. 7 cost, defeat a non-leader unit. Why is that so expensive? I guess it's neutral, but like 7? What? Okay, anyways. Tuscan Tracker. Kadu? Tukata? Creature. Guardian we've seen. Overpower. +3/+3 and overwhelm. Oh, okay. Attuned Frynock. See, some of these cards I look at, I'm like, I'll never play with that card. But then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to 3 pre-releases this weekend. I probably should care about some of these cards. Watto. This is our uncommon. Yeah, first uncommon of the pack. No money, no parts, no deal. Fringe. On attack, an opponent chooses 1. You give an experience token to a friendly unit, or you draw a card. Oh, kind of like I'm your father. Like, I'm going to let you choose what is worse for me. Flight of the Inquisitor. You may return a force unit and a lightsaber upgrade from your discard pile to your hand. Oh, okay, that's kind of neat. Recursion. Cool. 3 lessons. Play a unit from your hand, paying its cost. It gains hidden. So hidden is can't be attacked. for the phase it was played. Give an experience token and a shield token to it. And then we have our first rare base. And they're still in this slot, which they shouldn't be. But hey, whatever, man. They probably printed these way before people started getting angry about it. Tomb of Ilrem. Action. Exhaust a friendly token unit. The force is with you. Exhaust a friendly unit. The force is with you. And it's 25 HP. So this means you don't have to like load your deck up with force units. But if you need the force for certain things, you can just exhaust a unit to do it. Okay. 25 health though? I don't know, man. Too many Sabines running around in my neck of the woods. That's scary stuff. But it's a rare. And then our foil is an HK-87 Assassin Droid. When defeated, deal 2 damage to each ground unit. Okay. Sure. It's pronounced Tukataaji. Tukataaja? Tukataaja? Yeah. I'm going to pronounce things horribly because that's what I do on this channel. Get used to it. Kit Fisto. Action. For 1 cost to exhaust him. If you attack with a Jedi unit this phase, deal 2 damage to a unit. A 1/6. Saboteur, though. This unit gets +1/+0 for each other friendly Jedi unit. Oh, so it's kind of like a coordinate kind of jank. You just got to have a bunch of units out in a game that literally units die every round and you can barely get anything on the board. But maybe in sealed or draft with less removal, I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. It's a hero leader, so who cares? I don't. Just kidding. Crystal Cave, sure. Oh, there's the other art. Look at this guy. Got like a pirate saber thing going on. Okay. I gotta hold these better. Adept of Anger. Force Fringe, okay. Gifted Urchin. Life Wind Sage. When an enemy unit is exhausted, this unit gains Raid 2. Interesting. Volptex? Volptex? Sure. Oh, that looks cool. Sorcerer's Blast. Use the Force. If you do, deal 3 damage to a unit. If you don't have the Force, this card does nothing. Magistrate Scout. Well, Restore in the blue makes sense. Relic Scavenger. More Restore in green. Acolyte of the Beyond. Okay, a little creepy. On attack and when defeated, the force is with you. Oh, okay. Seems convenient. Crushing Blow. Defeat a non-leader unit that costs 2 or less. Okay. So is this them sticking, like, trying to put in removal that'll, like, go past rotation, and this is what they came up with? Yeah. Okay, sure. Caretaker Matron. What? Played a force card this phase, draw a card. Okay. Quinlan Voss. Force Jedi Republic. On attack. This unit has 6 or more power. You may deal 2 damage to any base, so you gotta stick some lightsabers on this guy. Assuming that's the play. Kelleran Beck. All right, this guy is 7/7/7/7/7/7. Force Jedi Republic. When played, search the top 7 cards. Clever. Of your deck for a unit, reveal it, and play it. Oh, it's like a little Vader, some Vader action here. Costs 3 less. Mini Vader, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. It's like kind of like a Vader for a hero, right? He doesn't have ambush, so he sucks. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, maybe. But green does have like that timely, whatever it's called. The one, I think it is, the ambush basically from your smuggler or whatever. I can never remember card names. I'm so bad. Played too many games. Oh, we got a legendary. Supremacy. 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Ambush. Other friendly vehicle units get 12 divided amongst their stats evenly. Clever. All right. Other friendly vehicle units. Okay, this is like a Piet card, I guess. Get a little discount action going. Buff all your vehicle units up. It's kind of nutty. 12 though, but kind of cool. I don't know. I like expensive green black cards. That's like really expensive. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, we got a rare foil base. Cool. But the same one I have already, right? Cool. So I gotta bring those and like try to trade to get all. Like last set, I didn't have all the rare bases. Just from playing like pre-releases, opening cards, and like winning packs, it wasn't enough. So I'm missing the yellow one, but that's okay. All right, so we got Hyperspace Leader, Ahsoka Tano. That show was pretty cool. That show was pretty cool. So this is a Sentinel. What was it, like Chewbacca was like this kind of thing, giving Sentinel to stuff? Post-rotation Chewbacca. Oh, that's cool. Whoops. Green base. All right. Fallen Jedi. Why are you staring at me like that, man? Okay. Depth of Anchor. Gifted Urchin. Missing a base. It's time to flip the table. I would just buy it if I really needed it for like a deck, but it's like, it's kind of cool. It's like the mulligan one or whatever, but like it just, you skip a mulligan, but you get to draw like 9 cards on the start, which is neat if you're looking for combos and stuff at the start of the game. But look at this shady looking card. In the Shadows, give an experience token to each of up to 3 friendly units with hidden. Probably don't have enough hidden cards yet. That's usually how these games seem to work. FFGO is like, they put these cards in the set and you're like, wow, this is like, I can't build a good deck with this. But then they're like, you got to understand that like, they have like hidden cards coming in like the next few sets that they've planned, you know? So it's like, card will go up, I'm sure. But I don't know if it's playable still, but. Point Rain Reclaimer. Okay. Another Sorcerer's Blast. Magistrate Scout. Minoc. Key. I don't know. Kai Adai Mundai? He's a Conehead from like the old Saturday Night Live, right? That's where that guy's from. I recognize him. We must push on. I know I'm probably saying it completely wrong, but I don't know what it really is. Force Jedi Republic. When played, you may use the Force. If you do, draw 2 cards. Okay, not bad. Are there any special Christmas special cards or promos yet? Not that I know of, Nesbo, but it is Star Wars Unlimited, and people thought they would only be using canon stuff, but they started printing in this set like Legends cards from like the Legends side of Star Wars, I guess. Steven says Ki Odi Moond Kai Adai Moondai. I don't know. Yeah, but anyways, cool card, sure. Sith Legionnaire. This the Legends card. So this little symbol on the bottom means it comes from like Legends. So like we have cards in this game from all the video games, books, comics, shows, movies, and whatnot. But yeah, supposed to reach them back into like things that aren't canon or whatever. That's cool. Shatterpoint, Hyperspace. Choose one. Defeat a non-leader unit with 3 or less remaining HP. Use the Force. If you do, defeat a non-leader unit. Cost 4. Luke Skywalker. Never heard of this guy before. Hero's Beginning. Forest Fringe. 3/5. When you play another unique unit, you may use the Force. If you do, give an experience token and a shield token to this unit. Oh, it's kind of cool. He does the shield thing, kind of like his hero from set 1. That's neat. Oh, we got a hyperspace foil behind here. But it's just a common. Womp womp. Outer Rim Mystic. Not the greatest looking foil card, but whatever. Right. Have you seen Anakin Leader yet? Kind of interesting. Yeah, I did see some of the leaders. When I see those come up on like Reddit or whatever in the group and they were showing all the spoilers before, of course I stop on like heroes, look at what they are, because they can like, you know, drive some archetypes and deck building and stuff. And usually they put pretty iconic characters that I know on them, like Kanan Jarrus. Hyperspace, rare leader, action, pay 1 exhaust, give a shield token to a creature or spec unit. Yeah, the Anakin look cool. He is like only as hero, right? But he can play like villain non-unit cards without paying their aspect cost, which is fun for me because the only real hero decks I ran before was like Anakin or Luke. Just iconic characters I know. They're like, you know, kind of Darth Vader adjacent, if you know what I mean. But that one's kind of cool because I can play some of the play with the villain event cards I like. But then again, like I just like villain in general, so I don't really want to play with a bunch of hero units because it's trashy. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. But he does look interesting, and I'm sure he'll get better over time. But it's weird just playing like one aspect like that. I know we do it in like double aspect decks, but again, you get to play some of those powerful double aspect cards. I don't know, but I'm sure they play tested it and found a balance, and they needed to nerf it like that. But I guess this is like a rare leader, but whatever. Oh, and we got a hyperspace base right behind it. Whoa, whoa, hyperspace force token. Whoa, I'm balling. Cool. Oh, that looks cool. Jedi Sentinel. Go into hiding. Choose a unit. It can't be attacked this phase. Tip the scale. Look at an opponent's hand and discard a non-unit card from it. Oh, that's great. More yellow cards ripping stuff out of my hands. Can't wait. Sand Trooper Cavalry. Oh, as grit. Imperial. I like the Imperial trait. That's fun. Trooper too. Knight of Ren. First order. 3/4/4. Do or do not. You may use the Force. If you do, draw 2 cards. If you do not, draw a card. That's cool. Whirlwind of Power. Force. Give a unit -2/-2 for the phase. If you control a Force unit, give it -3/-3 instead. Okay. Okay. I like stuff like that. Overpower. We've already seen that. Ravenous Rathar. Okay, we're into our uncommons. Nameless Terror. Depa Balaba. I gotta stop saying these names of cards I don't know. Ambush and Saboteur. That seems juicy. Okay, our rare is Hyperspace. Oh wait, this is the last uncommon slot, right? So this uncommon got upgraded to a rare, and it's Hyperspace. That's cool. Mind Trick. These are not the droids you're looking for. Exhaust any number of units with a combined power of 4 or less. If you control a Force unit, those units lose all abilities and can't gain abilities for the phase. I just realized this is... Is that better? Nope. Yeah, there. Now I can like look at the card, right? So that's kind of cool. All right. And then we got Death Field as a rare. Deal 2 damage to each non-vehicle enemy unit. If you control a Force unit, draw a card. This is like hate for like clone trooper decks or whatever, like, but it's not good against like space token decks or like vehicle token decks, I should say. I don't know. And another Overpower. I think I've got the most of these cards. I have enough Overpowers now. You think Kanan's gonna be really good too? Yeah, it seems kind of cool. What I'd be interested in is going back. I never really played with Spectre cards too much, but I played against them. And those ghost ships can be annoying. But the creature side of the game, I play with like creature cards, but only in like pre-releases or draft. Like, I feel like I've never really used many creatures in like actual competitive decks. So does that tell me that all the creatures in the past suck? and the creatures in this set hopefully are better? Or are there some cool creatures in the past that, you know, giving a shield token to them, now they're kind of busted? I don't know. Like, I would have to go back and look at all the creatures in the pool, but I'm sure you could probably build something cool with him for sure. There's a lot of good new creatures in the set. Okay, that's good. Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, usually creatures in the past, like, there was the kind of like fun filler cards for like sealed and draft, you know, and then they don't really make play. But that'd be interesting because there have been a lot. I feel like there's a lot of creatures already in the game. So if they've added a whole set featuring them like this set, you should have a bunch to choose from in every color too, right? I'm just not familiar with the Spectre side of it. Like, I just remember people always complaining with Hera in like set 1 and 2, even set 4, just saying there's like not enough Spectre to support her. So like, is there enough to support Kanan? But I guess you have the creatures to offset that, right? Mother Talzin. Yeah. Power through magic with a K. Cool. Trying to go cliffs, hyperspace. Okay, let's try to do this. Bam. Blue Squadron Assault Wing. Young Padawan. Porgs. Speaking of creatures, for free 99. But a 1/1 with a shield on it, I don't know. That's not really like... Yeah, what the hell are you using this for? There's got to be some jank you can do on turn 1 with a free card, though. Has to be. Strike Ship. Okay, these are more my colors. Red, black. Raid 3, Overwhelm. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, look at this new hot card that I don't have 57 copies of. Okay, that's funny. I remember putting this in like a Luke deck just to get like more force when I was goofing around with the game at the beginning. But it was like, it wasn't that great. I think I even tried it in, like with Vader, making like a Vader, trying to get Force Lightning online in like a, not even like a control deck. I was just playing units, trying to make that work. I remember very early in the game, like first few weeks, I was like experimenting with that. I was like, man, this unit sucks. But the first upgrade you play on it, each round costs 1 less. Like, does it work more now that there's all this force support and like more lightsabers and stuff? I don't know. But it's weird that they reprinted this one. I guess they just needed generic force units. So they're like, oh, we have some of those. Let's just reprint them. First Order, 2/5. While you control a unit with 4 more power, this unit gains Sentinel. Oh, this goes with that Snoke leader. I want to play with Snoke. That's the leader I want to mess around with first, I think. If I get the cards to support it, obviously. But I have a lot of like red-green villain stuff. I love playing those 2 colors together. Or I should say 3 colors, technically. Secretive Sage. 2/2 shielded. Okay. Little crafty smuggler action or whatever. I think that's the guy's name, the yellow one. Priestess of the Force, 7, 6, 8. When played, you may use the Force. If you do, give a shield token to each of up to 5 units. Kind of creepy art. Okay, cool. We've seen this guy. Oh, Balin's skull? Force Fringe, hidden. When played, you may use the Force. If you do, return a non-leader and it costs 4 or less to its owner's hand. Then its owner may play it for free. Oh, bounce. Haha, nice. Cool. And our rare is Pong Krell. Who's a grit. When this unit completes an attack, you may defeat a unit with less remaining HP than this unit's power. Got the math game going on here. That's cool. That's a cool grit unit. I like that. That's neat. Then we got an uncommon foil in Aura Singh. Hidden Raid 2. Underworld Bounty Hunter. Okay. That's cool. Mother Talzin and Snoke are going to be great for villain 2, I feel. I hope so, because I do want to play with some different villain leaders. Like, that's usually all I play. And not a lot of them feel competitive. lately at least. And, like, everyone's playing hero decks all the time, and it's like I'm trying to make the villain stuff work. Speaking of, there's Mother Talzin. But yeah, it's like a fun challenge, like to limit myself to like half my card pool, basically. Not really half, but you know what I mean. Okay, it was just charging flak, ambush and hidden. So you bomb this in, kill something, and then they can't just immediately trade back and get rid of it. Kind of neat. And that would be good for Kanan too, because then he could then do the experience or the shield token thing, right? After that. And hopefully it survives. Yeah, that's neat. Long beam cruiser. More restore in space. Nile Marauder. Nihil? Raid 3. Oh, that looks cool in hyperspace. Ravaging Gundark. When played, deal 1 damage to a ground unit. Oh, we got lightsaber, heirloom lightsaber, attached to a non-vehicle unit. If attached unit is a force unit, it gains restore 1. A 2/2 for 2. Okay. Minoc. Okay, I've seen these ones already. Got an uncommon. We already seen Flight Inquisitor. Blockade Runner. 5/4/4 Rebel Vehicle Capital Ship. Saboteur. When this unit deals combat damage to a base, you may give an experience token to this unit. Oh, that's cool. And it's a capital ship. Yet red. Is that good enough? I don't know. Saboteur, that's another thing. Like, I find with Piet, you drop big spaceships in space, but then they just put out like a Bright Hope, and it's freaking so annoying. But Saboteur on a capital ship, and you can drop this in like early and just start slamming their base. Add a little speed to Piet also, right? I don't know. That might be good. I don't know. I haven't played Piet in a couple months, but I did play Piet green or Piet red. Sorry, and it was really good. Blue I struggled with, but red was really good. I felt. Pilot, yeah, whatever. Star Compass. Search the top 3 cards of your deck for a unit, reveal it, and draw it. Doom. Redeem the future. Force creature. Double blue. When the regroup phase starts, give an experience token to each other friendly non-vehicle unit. That's kind of cool. And a Tauntaun. When defeated, you may give a shield token to a damaged non-vehicle unit. Is that like kind of saying like you can cut it open and get into it and get warmed up and get protected when you're all hurt? Is that what it's kind of hinting at there with the text effect? So like it's defeated, so it's dead, and you're damaged, so you crawl into it, and then like it shields you. I think that's what they're trying to do here thematically. That's funny. Oh, that's cool. Capisto, Holy City, Will of the Force. What's this? Consumed by the dark side. Oh, give 2 experience tokens to a unit, then deal 2 damage to it. Oh, so this is like you play this if you got grit going on, right? That's kind of neat, actually. I don't know how good it is, but yeah, interesting. It's kind of cheap too, right? So you could like kind of like dirtle away some actions, and then like your opponent sees you only have 2 resources left, and you got a grit unit out, and you just like smash it, pop experience onto it. That's like a 4 damage swing, and then you just smash into their base or whatever. I don't know. I don't play grit decks too often, but that seems like it could be really good, right? But I don't know. Who am I? I don't know. Mysterious Hermit. Just an ambush with a 1 attack. Come on, man. Oh, but I guess it gets you the force, right? Yeah, they put this little symbol behind here to remind you that they have force, these units. So I guess if you just want to generate the force off one of those common bases, on turn 1 too, if you're going second and they play a ground unit, a little conditional, but maybe that's what that's good for. Refugee of the Path. Oh, this kid's so happy, but he doesn't hit for anything, so you're useless. When played, you may give a shield token to a unit with Sentinel. I don't know. Trident Assault Ship. Separatist Vehicle Transport. 666 Overwhelm. Okay. Night Saber. Attached to a Jedi non-vehicle unit. 3/2 for 2. Cool. Blockade Runner. We already talked about that one. Rampage uncommon here. Innate. Each friendly creature unit gets +2/+2. Ultra Violet is here. I came into the stream seeing a fold Tauntaun. So awesome. Oh, a foil Tauntaun. Yeah. Oh, we got a rare in the uncommon slot. And it's Ponkrell, a grit unit in villain. Damage this guy for 2. Give him 2 experience tokens. I don't know. Maybe a thing. Maybe. Oh, maybe too slow. Maybe. And then we got a rare base in the rare slot. So we got the green one now. Oh, hello. Hello. I don't care about this base anymore, but I want to read what it does, though. When the action, the force is with you. Use this. Oh, use it no more than 3 times per game. Oh, so now you're going to have a counter on your base. Additional to your damage counter. Or some way to count damage, but also to count uses. Interesting. But just 3 times in the game, you can just get force with an action. Oh, that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat, actually. But we got the big boy in foil, of course. My first Darth Vader from set 1 was also foil. I'm pretty sure. It's probably video archival YouTube footage of that. And it better not be freaking curled. No, it's pretty straight, actually. Pretty straight, so I'm going to play this bad boy. But yeah, one of my 3 Vaders is a foil, and it's super flat. It's very nice. Like, it didn't curl on me or anything. It doesn't stick out in my deck, but I know I'd get in trouble if I went to, like, probably a serious tournament. But I don't go to serious tournaments, so I don't have to worry, but we got a foil. That Vader is so fun. I haven't played with him yet. Like I said, I haven't played any of the new cards. I haven't played online. I know they're all out there, but I've just been having fun playing every single week. Yeah, this is a sick card. Yes, I got one. I'm happy. I was like hoping I'll open at least one over the weekend, you know, so I don't have to like buy all 3. But that's awesome. That's awesome. How do we do this? Let's do this better. Let's get them even zoomed in. Let's get them like on screen, maybe something like this. Rare pile, I don't know, somewhere over here. Something like that. I don't know. That's sick. It kills leaders. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Let's go over here. Give a shield token to a friendly unit and to an enemy unit when played. On attack, defeat an enemy. Yeah, this is the one I was reading about it. People are saying, like, you need to have ambush, right? So, like, if you don't have ambush with this guy, he's, like, kind of not the best. But then in that case, it's just like fake Sentinel, right? Where, like, people have to kill it, so they, like, immediately go and attack it. So it could, like, buy you some time in, like, a villain deck that's trying to go to big units late. I like how it's 6. And if you have that, was it Timely Reinforcements? No. Timely Intervention? The ambushing one. I can never remember the name. Yeah, if you can ambush this out, you'd have to have that in hand, right? For 7. It makes it like the other Vader, like your 7 cost play, but you still need 2 cards to do that. That's kind of lame. And from Smuggle, it ends up being like you can do it on the 8 resources, but it might be okay. Like ambushing it in, you can shield itself, right? And then it ambushes, and it's then now no health loss. And defeat an enemy unit. Technically, you could like attack, like if they only had 1 annoying unit in play, or like just their leader, right? You could, I know you wouldn't want to do it, it's not the best play, but like you ambush it in, give a shield token to their leader or their single unit on the board, and then and then on attack, it just defeats the unit. So then you have a clean Vader with the shield on it, right? That would not be the worst either. That would not be the worst. I like the art too. He's like standing on a TIE fighter, right? So it looks like, I think. Standing on his TIE fighter. Yeah, that makes sense. Obviously. Yeah, yeah. What's it from though? What's it? It's like from a comic or a show or something? Like I can't picture this from like the original movies or anything. Or is it from the Obi-Wan show or something? Somebody knows. Somebody knows where exactly this is like from, what scene. He has the high ground now? All right, let's put him in plastic. Not that I'm gonna play the hell out of it. So like, do I really care if it stays in good condition? No, probably not. But whatever. Oh, it comes from an episode of Rebels. Again, don't hate me. Don't hate me. I watched the first 2 seasons of Rebels, but then I just didn't lost interest, and then I didn't watch the next 2 seasons. And then I got in trouble at my locals, and then everyone turned at me and started yelling that I skipped the best 2 seasons because I just wanted to go watch Ahsoka, but everyone told me to watch all the Rebels before Ahsoka, and then I just couldn't wait. I was like, frig it, I'll just watch Ahsoka. But I'm debating going back and watching those last 2 seasons of Rebels. But again, it's like a cartoon targeted at children, so it's like a little rough to watch. Like it's like a little silly and like, yeah, but it's like cool for kids for sure. But yeah, if this scene's from it, maybe I do. If there's more Vader in it, like there wasn't enough Vader in the first 2 seasons for me. That was the problem. So yeah, maybe I need to go back. All of Star Wars is targeted at children. Yeah, this is true. This is absolutely true. Damn you, Yogi. I can't fight you on that one. The moment I realized is when I saw at the movie theaters Jar Jar Binks run across the screen in the Return of Star Wars. You know, I'm all excited going back to the theater to see some Star Wars from since I was a little kid. And then, yep, that's what I saw. And that's when I realized, oh, crap. Star Wars is for the kids. I'm old. From the end of season 2, the end is great Star Wars, in my opinion. Okay, okay. I know, I gotta go back, Steven. I gotta go back. I know I do. I admit my wrongdoing. I need to correct it. Wait a second. More cards I don't need more of? Come on, Hunting Nexu. I mean, I guess you want creatures and like, again, new players come into the game. They don't have to go hunt down old cards, but like, I'm sure they can go find boxes of these still for sale online of Hunting Nexus that nobody needed. Supremacy tie. Ooh, Sentinel 3/3. Ah. Now, I wish this was not blue, because man, playing that freaking Star Sun fighter, whatever it's called, the Black Sun fighter, something, Starfighter, as a Sentinel, it's just not great. That 2 health, it sucks. But if this was just villain, or like green or red for me, that'd be great. But I guess I'm going to be playing some blue with my new Vader card, so I guess this will work good for it too. Yeah, I wish that was not in blue, but I guess it's got to be, right? Jedi Temple Guards, look at these guys. Ambush and Restore. Purge Trooper, what's this? 3/4/2. Imperial Trooper. When played, you may deal 2 damage to a Force unit. Yeah, get him. Get him. Oh, yep. More cards I don't need. All right, cool. I'm just kidding. All right, Watto. We got another Watto in our uncommons. 3 lessons. Ooh, we got a Mace Windu. But it's uncommon Mace Windu. Not to be confused with the legendary Mace Windu, right? Leaping into action, Force Jedi Republic, 6/6/6. Overwhelm. When played, you may use the Force if you do deal 4 damage to a unit. Okay. Okay, that's going to be annoying. Yeah, that's pretty cool. This is like a good Mace Windu, right? I mean, the other one's still fine. The other one's still fine. I like that other one. The ability to pop off, but I feel like as units get like more health and stuff, I don't think he's as good anymore, right? Or they're more powerful. Like the stats seem to be going up in the game a little bit, so I don't know. And our rare is a Yaddle. I like the guy's hairdo. Chance to make things right. Force Jedi Republic. Restore 1 on attack. Each other friendly Jedi unit gains restore 1 this phase. Okay, got a little Jedi theme happening here. Speaking of rebels, Pounce. Attack with a creature unit. It gets +4/+0 for this attack. So we have Surprise Strike for a creature deck. That's cool. Neat. Yeah, I'm so slow at this. I'm sorry, guys. But if you're here, you know this already. If you've watched one of my set pack openings, this is what I do before I go out for pre-release weekend. This is a tradition for me. And for those who've been here since the first season, you're awesome. But yeah. Okay, cool. I think we can start like blasting through commons, right? Oh, Curious Flock. As I say that, I'm like, I don't know if I've seen this card. 1 for 1/1. So it's more Porgs, but not that Porg card. When played, pay up to 6. For each resource paid this way, give an experience token to this unit. Oh, okay, I see. So like scales. So even drawing this like late game, quote unquote, it's like still useful. It's kind of what it's trying to do. But then if they have something that just bounces it, but I guess that's in any 7-cost leader, or just like knocks off all upgrades or something weird. Power failure. I don't think that'll be a thing, but more creatures. We got a Lothcat. When played, when defeated, you may exhaust a ground unit. Yeah, this set's like very ground focused. I've noticed. It feels like set 1 again, where it's like a lot of ground stuff, just like a dabble of space. It feels like. Jedi Starfighter. On attack, you may deal 1 damage to a space unit. Space Whales. Graceful Purgle. Sentinel 2/7. Oh, that's gonna be annoying with the shield on that guy. Or is it gonna be annoying with the shield on it? I'm having some light bulbs going off. Yes, Kanan. Put your shields on your big units. Yes. Witch of the Mist. Hidden. Oh, yeah, there's like a night theme thing now going on too, right? I haven't really seen many of those cards. But I'd like to play around with them. I don't seem to be opening. Oh, there you go. There's a night card. All right. Karis. When defeated, you may use the Force. If you do, give a unit -2/2 for the phase. Yes. We don't like strangers. Carius Predicament. A trick for 2. Jabba searches for tricks, right? Is that the trick guy? Return an enemy non-leader unit to its owner's hand unless its controller says it could be worse. If they do, you may play a card named It's Worse from your hand or resources for free. Was that big card I made fun of earlier? This one? Yep. Is this the trash compactor stuff from the original movies? What is this jank? What is this jank? It could be worse. If they do. So you're like bluffing, like, do I have this? And if I do, I'm going to defeat a non-leader unit. Or they return an enemy non-leader to his hand unless they say it could be worse. And if it's worse, they actually lose the unit completely. Do you ever just play this without having this card in your deck? I don't think so. Because then they would just say it could be worse and call your bluff every time, right? I don't know, man. That's kind of funny, though. And why is this neutral and not yellow if it like works with this card? Is this actually playable in neutral? Just because you might not have access to like removal. But there's like no neutral only leader in this game yet. But they always do that kind of stuff in FFG games where you eventually can build a fully neutral deck. But it's like, gotta have some busted leader for that. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, we got a Saj. Forest Knight. Oh, there's another Knight trait card. 5/5/6 Bounty Hunter. Force unit. I need some of those if I'm gonna bring out original Darth Vader and try to use my Force Lightnings all over the place. When played / on attack, give another friendly Force unit +2/+0 for the phase. Harden your heart. Okay. Whoa, we got another legendary. Marcion Rowe. Eye of the Nile. Nihil. Each friendly unit's raid is doubled. Cad Bane. Cad Bane doubling his raid is the play. Cad Bane. Okay. I mean, it's legendary. I ain't complaining. Oh, what's this? Eighth Brother. Hunt together. Force. A Force unit. Imperial and Inquisitor. Ambush for 5/7. When you play another unit, you may use the Force. If you do, give a unit +2/+2 for the phase. Oh, that seems kind of cool. I mean, it's just more Force you can put in like a villain deck, right? If you think of it that way, like on 6, before you start seeing your 7, Force drops. I don't know. I'd have to look at like the card pool. Like, are there Force cards you play on 6? I don't think so, right? Until this set. Are you playing like a green-red villain maybe? I don't know. I'm kind of excited to like start looking online, like trying to build decks like, some fun janky stuff, like just trying to play like Force Lightning. That's really like what I want to do. Dust off my 3 Force Lightnings and put them in decks again. I haven't done that since set 1. And it wasn't that great when I was doing it then, but it was fun. It's definitely fun to zap some of those like playing against like Grand Inquisitor, just like really cheaply, just like blanking things and like killing units that are already damaged. Or what's the other one? Like what's his name? Wow, I can't remember. It'll come to me. That ramping unit that I play in every single deck I play. I forget. Starship. No. Stormtrooper. No. I forget. But you can just blank his text and kill him. Death Star Stormtrooper. Is that right? No. I forget. Dieter, how's it going? Hi, Rob. Hi, chat. This awakens memories somehow. I played Magic the Gathering in the 90s and burned through boosters like crazy. Greetings from Hamburg. Yeah, this game kind of gives that 90s feel too, because they use like that 90s like comic book style art on cards a lot. And it feels very like 90s CCG with like the graphic design and the art choices they did. It feels like that. It brings me back to those days of cracking like, booster packs of all different games when I was a kid back in the 90s. Not really a kid, teenager, I should say, but you know what I mean. Whoa, look at this badass looking card. Unleash Rage, Force. Use the Force. If you do, give a friendly unit +3/+0 for this phase. For 1, but then they just kill that unit, bounce that unit, exhaust that unit. That's like always happens. It needs to say, use the Force. If you do, give a friendly unit like +3 and attack. Then it's playable. Then it's playable. Or you just, again, hold 1 resource. You play it late. They're like, oh, he only has 1 resource and a 1 ready unit. Not much you can do. I'm going to claim initiative. Then I'm like, haha, I'm going to pay 1, buff the guy up, and kill you. Yes, that art looks sick. That looks cool. On Hyperspace too. That's a really nice looking card. What do we got here? Probe Droid. When played, defeat a non-unique upgrade. Okay. More red unit upgrade removal. Hey, very nice. Mina says, I'm 10 minutes behind from where when you were talking about Vader. What's scary is that you can ECL him, so your opponent can't afford to deploy a leader while you've got 6 resources ready. Yeah, Minion, I remember those days when my opponent played ECL on all of set 1. What was that? Steadfast Battalion? Yeah, how many times did I put my leader out and then wham, they're dead? And then when I came back to the game, I mean, even in set 2 this happened, but then even when I came back to the game even more, I felt like, in set 4, was all these local Sabine players doing like ECL ambushing and Wrecker and just smoking like leaders, you know, finishing off leaders, smashing into other, like it is, yeah, ECLing in units and effing over your leaders has been a thing since set 1. Like, it is nothing new. I have PTSD, obviously. It affects me very much. Did I do that to other players too with ECL in set 1? Yes. Yes, I did. Many times. But yeah. I'm no stranger to the ECL wreck leaders and or hold leaders hostage is what I should be saying. Once it happens to you once, then you're like always afraid to deploy your leader. And that's why I play ramp decks. So I can deploy my leader way earlier than needed and I don't have to deal with that crap. But it doesn't always work out that way. Does not always work out that way at all. Loth Wolf, creature, sentinel. Oh, this unit can't attack. But a 2/3/3, just sticking them out there, getting in your way, and giving it a shield. Yeah, this is a Kanan card for sure, right? Another 8th brother, not foil this time. I want to play this card. I do want to play this card. I don't know if it's good, but I want to play it. I want to play it. Another Karis, or Karis. Whoops. We got Dooku. And our rare is the Daughter, Embodiment of Light, Force. 5/4/6. When damage is dealt to your base, you may use the Force. If you do, heal 2 damage from your base. Interesting. Interesting. And oh, another card I don't need more of. We got more Wampas. Foiled Wampa, yay. Rare. Junk. The Wolf Wall, yes. Got Kanan. Starlight Temple. We're going to Sand Trooper. I gotta make a pile over here. Cavalry. I mean, I should start ripping through Oh, see, I say that every time I say let's start ripping through commons, I see one that I've not seen before, I don't think. 5/3/7, raid 3, and in colors that I care about. Oh, okay, raid. Now that I've seen that raid doubling guy, is like red and yellow raid deck a thing? Where'd you play that in? Is this like trying to get IG88 out of the binder? Is that what's happening here? Is that what FFG is trying to do? Hunting Nexu. Okay. Uncommon Gungi? Finding myself. Force Jedi Wookiee. Shatterpoint. Again, we've had oh, we got a Rey with Palpatine's power. Force Jedi Resistance 5/5/5. When you draw this card during the action phase, if you control a red leader or base, you may reveal this card from your hand. If you do, deal 2 damage to a unit and 2 damage to a base. The art looks cool. That's like a neat pose, I guess. Lightsaber and all, but I don't know. Is that good? Is that a good rare? I'm not sure. Oh, I guess. We saw that one guy that lets you draw 2 cards when he comes into play or whatever with the Force. That's probably, he's supposed to be played with her, I guess. Because red is where all the card draw effects are in the game, right? Strike ship foil. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there he is, Snoke. Give an experience token to a unit with the most power among friendly units. Multiple are tied. Choose one. Yes, yes. Okay, yeah, I want to make this work, but I don't know. Yeah, like you don't technically care about like a trait, right? So it's not like Tarkin where like I played Tarkin recently actually. I was dabbling with him and I like building Tarkin and playing with him like even in Twin Suns too. Just doing like an Imperial deck. I think it's fun. But this guy doesn't need that. He just needs villain. He just needs villain. Interesting. Yeah, just you gotta play a lot of villain cards. Porks. Corrupted Saber. Defender gets -2/-0 for the attack. Jedi Knight. When played, if you have the initiative, deal 2 damage to enemy ground unit. Okay. Awakened Specters. Another Knight card. Jedi Consular. Use the Force token. Play unit from your hand. It costs 2 less. Okay. Jedi in hiding. Oh, okay. A cheap Force unit. Or my red Vader deck. Hidden. When defeated, you lose the Force. If you do, each opponent discards a card from their hand. Another Force at 5. I don't know how to say that. Force Jedi Republic, when played, if you have the initiative, deal 1 damage to each of up to 3 units. Like, see, this goes good with like Vader 1, right? He's pinging units. This is more ping, but you have to have the initiative. But again, it's another Force unit that you can have before you get your leader out or start playing like Vaders and Mauls and things. I don't know. I don't know. How's Kanata looking for Chewie? That's what she's doing. Where is he? Where is he? Kylo Ren. I know your story. Force First Order, 2 for 2/3. Overwhelm. I don't know why there's always overwhelm on like cheap, like low powered units. It's always like a thing. When you play an upgrade on this unit, okay, because you're supposed to upgrade him, I see. You may use the Force if you do draw a card. He's nothing without his lightsaber, is what it's saying. Whoa, we got another legendary. Got Anakin. I mean, this one looks cool too, and I'm assuming you play this in the same deck you play the new Vader in, right? That's sweet. That's sweet. So when played, if there's a hero card in your discard, you may give a unit -3/-3 for the phase. And if there's a villainy card in your discard pile, you may give -3. So this obviously works with that Anakin that we were talking about earlier, who is hero but can play villain like events and upgrades and stuff. Or flipping Palpatine, right? Flipping Palpatine could do it because he plays like hero and villain cards in the deck. So this guy would be pretty cool to come in and give -6/-6. Or it could be different units too. That's pretty cool actually. And then a common Jedi Starfighter. Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how legendaries are going this set. I'm assuming Darth Vader's like one of the top. Anyone knows, like, what are like the top legendaries that you're like for value people are like looking for? Oh, we got another Snoke. Like Vader has to be one of the top ones, I'm assuming. Or there are some hero ones that are high. Okay. Warrior. Jedi Vector. Battle Fury. 2 for 3/3. Attached unit gains on it. Oh, on attack, discard a card from your hand. Okay, I was like, wow. 2 for a 3/3. Yep, there's always got to be a downside. How do you make this a good downside? Kylo Ren leader, the one that wants to have like no cards in your hand? Or if you just had like red is where the draw is at. So if you had like draw cards, but again, like I don't know if any of those cards are that great, but like if you just had a way to draw and you just had spare cards. But again, units don't stay in play long, right? So realistically, I stick a Vader's lightsaber on Vader in play, my leader or whatever, he's dead in like by the end of that round or the next round. Like they don't survive long. So like you'll only ever get to attack once or twice, discarding 2 cards. Like I don't know, is that like the biggest deal ever? I'm not sure. Attaches to the guy you just drew earlier that draws 2 cards. Yeah, but is that guy just plain red? He was uncommon, right? Yeah, I want to see that card. Was he just plain red? I thought he was a hero, but I may be wrong. Yeah, maybe I wasn't I was fumbling on the name too much. That But he only draws cards when you play him, right? So it's just like once. But I mean, again, he's not going to live to do that many attacks when you stick a +3/+3 attachment on. So it's like, and you could just throw that down on like a Sentinel, right? Get a Sentinel play, slap that on it. They're going to have to run into the Sentinel and kill it. And you may not even get to attack with it. But it could just stall your opponent, right? Especially against like a rush deck. You'll never attack with it really. So it's like you won't have to discard a card. I don't know. But for 2 for 3/3 seems like something I want to make work. But is it like a trap? Maybe. Okay, how come I can't find this guy? I thought he was uncommon. Oh, I have more stacks here. Oh yeah. Oh, he is hero. He's hero. We're not doing that. He's a hero. Okay. Party over. Nope, you're wrong, Yogi. He's a hero, unfortunately. So I can never play him. Unless I'm playing my Anakin. Some Anakin deck of some kind. Curious Flock. Or slow. Talzin's Assassin. Okay. Protect the Pause. Space Whale just busting the ship in half. A friendly non-vehicle unit deals damage equal to its remaining HP. Yeah, always green like removal cards are always like you have to have a unit in play that then does damage. A friendly non-vehicle unit deals damage equal to its remaining HP to an enemy unit. So you just need to play things with big health. Garbage. I'll go back to the sorting dividers. I mean, we'd have to pay extra. Then it's like we're losing the discount if we're playing out of aspect. Okay, we found Stinger Mantis. Where are we going? It's uncommon. You may deal 2 damage to exhausted unit. I don't know if we've seen that. Oh, here we go. I'm being told to play this card, guys. It just keeps showing up. Oh, I didn't even finish the other pack. I've done that before where I put cards down and I forgot. So there's our other uncommon. Yeah, someone left a comment before on the last one I did that. Captain Enoch is a rare. Imperial Trooper. I'm getting Tarkin vibes. This unit gets +1/+0 for each trooper unit in your discard pile. I don't know. Not sure. Not sure what this is doing it for me. Then we have a Cheyenne Flurry. Play a force unit from your hand. It gains ambush for this phase. The next time it would be dealt damage this phase. Prevent 2 of it? Yeah, that's cool. So more likely to survive. That's kind of neat. for only 1. Yeah, that's not bad. Can't go in Smuggle Row though, but I mean it has other upsides. Okay, back to the other pack. A Vanny? Vanay? I live to serve. Imperial Sith official. When played on attack, you may defeat an experience token on a friendly unit. Oh, so this goes with Snoke, right? If you do, give an experience token to a friendly unit. Oh, but it's also Imperial, so Tarkin could be a Tarkin thing. Just to move it around if like someone's about to die. Craving Power. This card looks awesome. I saw this one before. I definitely want to use this card. Again, it's like green theme of dealing damage with, you must have a unit. So like if you're a green deck and you have no units in play, half your cards don't work. But you can attach this, deal damage to an enemy unit equal to attached unit's power. I'm assuming it counts this buff too, right? Like you put this on it, it gets +2, and then you smack for like the whole power. But again, if you're using this in a Snoke deck who's giving experience tokens to things, and then you slam this on, boom. That's a big hit. Again, it only hurts like an individual unit, not a whole bunch of units, so could be hit or miss, but that's a cool card. I definitely want to play with that one. Try it out. And we got a blue assault wing, blue squadron assault wing. Yeah, Battlefield is coming up like 4-shot. Exactly. Like it's trying to tell me, Rob, here's 3 of this card. Play it. You must play it now. It's the first deck you should build. Must have this card in it. Holy City. In the shadows. Uncommons. Force Illusion. Exhaust enemy unit. A friendly unit gains Sentinel for this phase. Infused Brawler. Oh, cheap. Red. Force. What I'm looking for. When played, you may use the Force. If you do, give 2 experience tokens to this unit. When this unit completes an attack, defeat an experience token on it. I don't know. Maybe it's good. But again, it's cheap and it says Force. So I can play Force Lightning, Force Throw, all these things early. This is good, I think. But I don't know. Directed by the Force. The Force is with you. You may play a unit from your hand, paying its cost. So if you just need ways to get the Force without attacking or using a common base or something. Okay. Oh, we got another legendary. We got Grand Inquisitor. 3 red. Oh, villain. Cheap. Has the Force trait. Yes, yes. This is what I'm looking for. It's what I've been wanting since like set 1. More Force stuff. So I can play Force Lightning, Force Throw with my Vader. Hidden and Raid 1. Other friendly Inquisitor units gain hidden. That big green guy was an Inquisitor, wasn't he? 8th brother? 8th brother was an Inquisitor, probably. I assume. And then we got a special. This must be from the Spotlight decks. I'm assuming Obi-Wan? Is it Obi-Wan has one? No, Qui-Gon Jinn has the starter deck, right? Spotlight deck? If only I could remember what Spotlight deck that was. Oh yeah, my memory is telling me it's Qui-Gon Jinn. Yeah. Hidden and shielded. Little baby Anakin. But not the baby Anakin with the helmet on. That's a pilot. This is different. Force Prodigy. That's cool. That's cool. So yeah, that you can get alternate versions of those Spotlight cards in here. I remember when you used to not be able to get those kind of cards. You can only get them in starter decks or Spotlight decks, but not anymore. How do they smell? I got the aroma wafting off the cards as I open more and more, but these cards smell fantastic. Oh, fantastic, Sean. Fantastic. Love it. And the paper packs too, just like add to it. Yeah, they're great. Oh, yeah, they seal in that toxic brain cell burning freshness. Love it. Oh, third sister. Hyperspace. Play a unit from your hand, it gains hidden for the phase. 5 for 4. Seething with ambition. Oh, and a Crystal Caves, that's also hyperspace. Cool. It's gotten worse. It's worse. I mean, do I play worse in a pre-release? It's worse. Because, like, removal is, like, super awesome, but at 7 cost, I don't know. Sometimes I play, like, out of aspect removal in a pre-release that costs, like, you know, you're paying, like, an extra 2. That's kind of like as a built-in punishment. Like a built-in out of aspect cost. Okay, let's just rip through these commons. I don't care anymore. Chirrut Imwe. Blind but not deaf. I just recently rewatched Rogue One after finishing Andor Season 2, and like, yeah, I kind of forgot how cool Chirrut was. Or Chirrut. Chirrut? Sentinel. When this unit is attacked before damage is dealt, you may use the Force. If you do, the attacker gets -2/-0 for this attack. Oh, he's not hero. He is not hero. But you have to use the Force to make this guy like really worth it, right? Like I don't think you'd like. Do you play this guy instead of like instead of Childson or whatever, like in a blue villain deck maybe? Probably not, right? Unless you're doing Force stuff. Yeah, I don't know. But then you don't need like to, you know, hold cards, skip turns, try to make them like huge, and then I don't know. But who knows? What do I know? I don't know anything. Another Sheen Flurry. Oh, that's a cool looking hyperspace. Yes, yes. Our rare is Bernestra Row? Is it just Row? I don't know. Force Jedi, when played, you may use the Force. If you do, ready this unit. Okay. Okay, sure. And another rare, double rare pack. Ponkrell. Foil. Dieter, I'm not sure actually. I couldn't tell you, to be honest. But just any like good camera will do the job. Just make sure if you're trying to use a camera to do this, just make sure it can connect to a computer like through USB, or like if it's only HDMI out, you'll need a capture card of some kind. But yeah, you look up cameras, like whatever's available to you and in your price range and brands and stuff. I've had this camera probably for like 3 years or so. So like, you know, even if I found the model, you're gonna like might not be available in your country to you at a reasonable price, new, have warranty, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, just find something that works for you, right? Camera market's huge. There's lots out there and a lot of great stuff. So yeah, use what works for you, not what someone else is using. That's for sure. That's what I've learned. Yeah, nowadays it's probably even easier to find cameras that just like, I remember COVID started a whole thing where a lot of camera manufacturers were pushing out firmware updates to make all the cameras kind of work well and plug in easy to use them as webcams on like Zoom meetings and stuff. So it's like super easy just to find, like most cameras now just have that functionality. So you just pay for whatever one has like good image quality and however you want to, what you want to afford, and you know, just do some research online about it first, make sure that it can do what you want. Lots of YouTube videos too. Lots of YouTube channels are just focused on camera gear, videos, videography, all that kind of stuff. So you can definitely have fun diving down that rabbit hole for sure. But yeah, I'm not a professional with that stuff, so it's not my specialty. I just talk about board games and card games. But yeah, I recommend that. Because again, I've had this camera and I've been liking it, but like if I went and looked now, I'd probably pick something different because there'd be way more available now and newer and better technology, maybe even more affordable to do this same kind of stuff. Like, who knows? So yeah, I'd hate to recommend it for you, and then it's like not great for your setup because you don't have like all the capture cards and stuff, and all those kind of things, cables and things. All right, Ezra. Force Jedi Rebel Spectre. Okay. On attack, you may give an experience token to another creature or specter. Okay. I know what deck this goes with. That's obvious. That's obvious. Oh, what's this card? Heavy Missile Gunship. 4 for 4/3. Separate destroyed vehicle. Action. Deal 2 damage to a ground unit. I don't know. I don't know what this is for. Deceptive Shade is our rare. A Sith and an Undead. 2 for 2/3. When defeated, the next unit you play this phase gains ambush. Or next play this phase gains ambush for this phase. That's kind of neat. And we got a foil uncommon Karis. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legendaries, and only one of them was like a foil, so it like didn't come in the usual rare / legendary slot. We haven't got a legendary hyperspace foil in the back slot, and we haven't got a legendary hyperspace, I don't think, in the uncommon slot. So those are still possible. Disturbance in the Force. That's cool. Oh yeah, let's just do this. Oh yeah, great. Hyperspace, more of the Guardians of the Wills, just what I needed. Okay, let's go uncommons. Oh, she's a cool character from The Mandalorian. I didn't know what her name was though. Now I do. Do I know how to say it? Nope. I should charge you more. On attack, give an experience token to a friendly vehicle or droid unit. That's cool. Ataru Onslaught. Ready a force unit with 4 or less power. Neiman Strike. Attack with a force unit. If it's even if it's exhausted, it gets +1/+0 and can't attack bases, so it's like a dogfight kind of thing. Oh, those cards can be sneaky if you have a guy with Overwhelm. Like you play Maul, right? Ambush in Maul. And if they don't kill him right away, which usually they do, but then you'd probably want to build a Maul deck where he like is definitely putting his damage onto an Underworld unit. And then you attack again with Overwhelm right after. Oh, that could be spicy, actually. Huh. Time of Crisis. Each player chooses a unit they control. Deal 3 damage to each unit not chosen this way. Oh, little kind of pseudo board wipe. Kind of. Or you play a grit deck and you just hope your opponent doesn't. Interesting rare. Oh, another rare. Double rare pack. We got a Paz Vizsla. Double red Mandalorian. This unit gets +2/+0 for each damage on him. So it's like fake grit. But might be better because it's +2/+0. Huh. Interesting. Okay, let's just rip them. Okay, there's our hyperspace in the commons. Jocasta New. When played, you may attach a friendly upgrade on a friendly unit to a different eligible unit. Okay. I haven't seen this guy before. Lorsan Tekka, Secret Keeper. When defeated, you may give an experience token to a unique unit. Got a hyperspace Gunji. Little Wookie. A rare is, oh, that's cool. That's cool art. Luminous Beings. Put up to 3 force units from your discard pile on the bottom of your deck in a random order. Give that many units. +4, +4 for this phase. Oh, you got a little combo thing going on here. That's cool. Of course I get a hyperspace foil of this card. Come on, man. What is happening here? Not what I want to see. It's just worse. You would use it to enhance my game group's gaming experience. Oh, okay. Huh. Oh. We haven't seen this guy yet. Darth Revan? So he's got the Legends thing going on, right? Scourge of the Old Republic. When a friendly unit attacks and defeats a unit, you may exhaust this leader. If you do, give an experience token to that friendly unit. But he only has one aspect icon. Like, why did they give him only one? Is this that powerful? Or maybe his stats? A 5 for 3/6? Like, you do this as a nerf, right? Because whatever he's doing is too powerful, right? But I don't see it. Store one? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know like what's going on here. I'm not versed enough in the whole card pool to know like yeah, what you build this guy in, like what color. You can only pick one, right? Yeah, I don't know. Like the Anakin I understand. This guy don't understand. But yeah, I can't wait to see somebody like make him work, but I just don't know. It's like I'm not a deck builder, right? That's not me. I just like playing the game. I suck at deck building. It's never something I really gotten into that well. Thank the Lord for net decking. Or I'd be lost in all these card games. I just never would play them. Okay, let's get through all the commons. What's this? Sorasu Stance. Play a force unit from your hand and give a shield token to it. Okay. For speed. Attack with a unit. For this attack, against on attack, return any number of non-unique upgrades attached to the defender to their owner's hands. Oh, so this makes a sad little porg flock or whatever, right? You know, you pay 7 cost, you play that porg, you put 6 experience tokens on it, it's a 7/7, and then someone does this. And they're all gone. Womp womp. I mean, again, it's double yellow. Like, I don't know if anyone's doing this stuff, but sure. Marin, Force Knight. On attack, you may discard a card from your hand. If you do, deal 2 damage to a unit. Is this good? Again, cheap force unit. Like, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's all going to come together, but I'm seeing tools I might be able to use here. To build my casual force themed Vader deck is my plan. And I mean Vader from first set, to be clear. They didn't make a Vader leader in this set, right? Which I was not happy with. I expected him in a set based around the Force, but Heavy Blaster Cannon is our rare. Attached to a non-vehicle unit. When played, you may deal 1 damage to a ground unit, then deal 1 damage to the same unit, then deal 1 damage to the same unit. So this is to get through like shields and stuff. Instead of just dealing 3 damage once, this like knocks off the shield, knocks off another shield, and still does the damage kind of idea. I think is what this is for, is to get through shields, is what it's trying to say. Only when played. After that, it's just a 2/2. I don't know. Oh, foil infused brawlers. That's a cool art to have in foil, actually. Anything with all this kind of like smoky lights kind of stuff going on. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool card. We're still not done box 1. I'm still slow. I'm enjoying myself though. But okay, let's just rip through the commons. And I say that, and then I see something I don't recognize. But whatever. No one cares about commons, right? Oh, another Ezra. Okay. Another Aura Singh. A rare in the uncommon slot. Luminous Beings. Hyperspace. That's a cool one to have. That's a cool art on a hyperspace. Darth Malik legendary. This guy's again, I don't know these guys. I'm not really familiar. This like I feel when I really wasn't into Star Wars during these years, but Darth Malik, Force Sith, Overwhelm, 5 for a 4/7. When played, if you control a Sith leader, you may ready this unit. Oh, a Sith leader unit. So your Sith leader has to be deployed. And then you may ready this guy. Oh, he's goes with Revan, right? That makes sense. That makes sense. After I was like staring at it, I guess, yeah, that's the combo. Or it's meant to go together, obviously. What are they from? They're from like that PC game, right? Like KOTOR or one of those games? Or Knights of the Old Republic? I didn't play that game. I know of it, but I never played it. If that's what they're from. But like that time, they're around that time, right? I wasn't really into that stuff at that time. But legendary, I'll take it. I'll take it. Revan and Malik are from the 2000s game by BioWare. Knights of, yeah, okay, KOTOR, right? That's. I had friends that were like so into that game, but it was just like, yeah. I'll tell you, like early 2000s, like mid 2000s, yeah, Star Wars, those 3 movies that came out, the prequels, like really made me lose faith in Star Wars. Like I just gave up. I was like, it's not for me. I'll just have my original trilogy, and that's okay. That's fine. And that's it. They'll never make anything for me again. I became old. I was like, they've lost touch with the fan base. I mean, they're going after kids, trying to sell toys. Like, I don't care. So like, I was just out of Star Wars. Like, I gave up on Star Wars at that time. And then when the sequels came out, I've said this story before, but when they came out, my daughter was interested in it, and then like I was like, okay, I'll give it another chance. And I remember at that time going and seeing that movie was like a big deal, and taking my daughter to it was like, it was huge. And it was like, yes, maybe the sequels aren't everyone's favorite either. Like everyone has their favorite like trilogy, but at least that first movie like really was like, okay, this is good, a good experience. As a father, it was like brought me back into Star Wars, and then the Mandalorian and all that stuff. So, but yeah, like in the 90s, I was playing like Star Wars video games like nobody's business. But in the 2000s, like I just gave up on it. But Morgan Elsbeth, following the call is another rare leader. Choose a friendly unit that attack this phase. Play a unit from your hand that shares a keyword with the chosen unit. It costs 1 less. Force Imperial Knight. What are we doing here? Is this like a Twin Suns leader or something we're doing? We're building like a hidden deck or an ambush deck or something, or both, and you're just hoping it lines up. I don't know. Someone will find something fun with this, I'm sure, because cheating resources is like big, right? But I don't know what they're trying to get you to do here. Because like, what in green is the keywords? What are the keywords that green is known for? And green villain especially. It's like ambush. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. BioWare in the 2000s was my jam. That's cool. DAO is amazing. DAO. I don't know what that is. What's DAO? I might have missed it. What we're talking about. Or it's like a card I had and I missed it. Sorry. Gungan Warrior. Oh, Dragon Age Origins. Yes, another BioWare game. Yeah. Okay. That game I know. I played a little bit of that one on like PlayStation 3, I think. Didn't feel the best graphically and like functionally, but I know that's not why people play those games. They play them for like the characters and the story and stuff. Yeah, let's just skip the comments. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, we got this guy again. More card draw. Another Sith Legionnaire. Owen Lars. Search top 5 cards in your deck for forcing to reveal it and draw it. Okay. And our rare is the Second Sister. Cool. That looks neat. Force Imperial Inquisitor. On attack, you may discard 2 cards from your deck. For each Force card discarded this way, ready a resource. Interesting. Reading resources, eh? In yellow and black. It's been a while since we've done that. Interesting. And Force Illusion foil. Okay. Last pack of the box, finally. Taking a while to get here. I'll try to go through the next box really fast. We'll skip all the comments. I'll have some time before pre-release to look through cards a little closer. Because normally I'm opening these like right before I leave for pre-release, but I actually got the box today like hours earlier than I usually get it. Or my boxes, my delivery, which is good. Come on. Uncommon, Plo Koon. 6, 6, 8. While the force is with you, this unit gains grit. Nope, over here. BD1. Beep, boo, boo, beep. This is from the, like the Cal Kestis, like, Jedi, like, Survivor games, right? That's where this droid's from? Am I remembering that correctly? Or am I being silly? I only played a couple hours of those games. Yeah, 2 boxes. Yeah. I only do 2 boxes max. Because then I play pre-releases, I get cards, I play drafts, I play sealeds, and then I also like play weekly and get packs. Sometimes I buy a pack or 2 when I'm going to card night. So I just buy stuff randomly. And then if there's really like a villainy single or something I need, I'll buy that separately. But yeah, I'm not a guy who opens cases. That's not me. And I just get lots of like commons, uncommons, junk. I know I give those to other players, but it just like feels like wasteful. But I mean, opening packs in general just feels wasteful. Babu Frick. There's like the little guys from Mandalorian, right? They'll like fix up IG-11, is it? Jedi Survivor, yeah. What was the other one? There's 2. There's 2 of those games. I didn't play the second one, but I played like a couple hours of the first one, and then I meant to go back and never did, but too many things. Whoa, that looks cool. Any foiling with the lightsaber is like where it's at. Yeah. Okay. Babu Frick. All right. So our legendaries in that box. We got Darth Malak, Grand Inquisitor, Anakin, Darth Vader, Marchion Ro, and Supremacy. So how many normals is like in the regular slot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 legendaries in the normal legendary slot, and then 1 foil like in a slot it shouldn't belong, but we didn't get one like hyperspace or anything. Okay, that's cool. And our rares. These are our rares. Yeah, I'm excited about the Craving Power. I need more of those for sure. I don't know about any of these other ones, to be honest. I'm not sure like what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure. Okay, and then we got some hyperspace foils, but only 1 uncommon. No legendaries or rares. Nothing crazy there. Okay. Fallen Order, that's it. Yeah. All in order. Ooh. Double Yoda. All right. Get to it. Okay. Let's see if we can blast through this one. Sort of. Okay. Going to the uncommons. Karis. Dooku. Stacy Chien. So I definitely have playsets of like those three, I think. Jedi Holocron. Attached to a force unit. Attached unit gains on attack. You may heal 3 damage from another unit. 1 for 1/1. I don't know. And a Jedi Vector foil. Okay. Add point. Okay, I have a playset of that, I think now. The daughter. They're rare. And uncommon. So much garbage beside me. I mean recycle. Okay, we got hyperspace. Graceful Purgle. Another Maz Kanata. Another Kylo Ren. Oh, hyperspace. I just said again. Kiadi Mundi. I want to say Mundi, but it's, I remember it's Moonde. Mundi. That's cool. Oh, what's this? This is a card that I could play with Piets because I see capital ship. But it wants friendly droid units. So probably not what I'm thinking then. Invasion control ship. 7 for a 5/9. Friendly droid units. There are some spaceships that have droid, right? Moon D. Moon D. Thank you. Thank you. I got it right? Okay. Yeah, I was trying to remember what you said before, that like Moonde. But yeah, 2 E's is easier for me to remember. Rob rocking those tongue twister names. Yeah. Where's that guy from? Where is he from? I feel like I've seen him before. But like I don't remember where from. Is he like a prequels guy? I guess since it's Republic. Yeah. I don't know, foil Volptex. Yeah, 3 rares. He's on the council. The prequels. Okay, perfect. Yeah, yeah. Again, I haven't seen those in like 20 something years. Like, yeah, I couldn't. I mean, no desire. No desire to see those again. Jedi Vector. Oh, Battle Fury. All right, we got to place that for sure. Yaddle is our rare. And a Ravenous Rathtar. Still no legendary though, right? Come on, man. It's not a good sign. I feel like we're going to struggle with this box. Oh, smell out of that pack was definitely potent. Smell those cards. Breathing in those ink fumes. Okay, all right. I don't need that many of them, but sure. All right. Psychometry. Force. Choose another card in your discard pile. Search the top 5 cards of your deck for a card that shares a trait with that chosen card. Reveal it and draw it. Mm. Mm. Oh, double rare pack. Not even going to try to say the name. Not even going to try it. Cool lightsabers shining on there. When an opponent plays an event, deal 1 damage to that player's base. Okay, come on. Stupid rush deck garbage. Get out of here. Really? Okay. Force Illusion. Another infused brawler. That's good. I want to play with this guy, so that's good. That's good. Definitely a place to that now for sure. Affected by the force. Okay. Oh, we got another one, but not foil this time in a rare slot. And a Ravening Gundark. Gundark. Sure. Oh, Hyper Space Ray. Action, if you played a non-unit force card this phase, deal 1 damage to a unit. So basically you're rewarded for playing force events and force upgrades to ping. When deployed, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw 2 cards. 7 cost though. 6, 8. Is that not like that's kind of high? I think. I don't know. Not sure what's going on here. Stuff's like way over my head. Like I know there's like probably cards in the game that this is like people are like, oh, this is perfect for this kind of deck. Or maybe we're waiting for another couple sets to like is there enough force non-unit cards in this set? You're gonna be playing like only lightsabers and events and stuff? What proportion of these cards would end up getting used in a deck? For me, like very little. But not true actually, because I'm building like I'm gonna build a set of like Twin Suns decks. And you'd be surprised that some of these cards that I look at going like, oh, I'd never play with this in the decks I bring to my weekly Star Wars events and stuff. But then when I build decks for my daughter, or I'm building like Twin Suns decks to bring to play on Twin Suns night, it's like, man, I start pulling cards out of the binder or out of the box that I don't even remember being in the game, but then they're like really fun in Twin Suns. Like a lot of these cards they design are like good in limited draft Twin Suns, and like you don't think about that when you're like just thinking about what to play. Like I mostly play just Premier, which is just a 1v1 format. But a lot of these cards are used in like multiple formats. And technically, if you're playing sealed with these cards, you're opening them, you're going to be playing with like half of them in a deck during that event. But afterwards, it competitively, not a lot. Not a lot, I feel. And that seems to be like playing FFG card games for like 12 years or whatever. I've been playing them for maybe longer than that, 13 years. It feels like they did the same thing with this set or this game where like the first set that came out is like a very foundational set. A lot of those cards just set the standard, and most decks still play a lot of cards from those early sets, or especially the first set. And then when new sets come out, most people are just updating existing archetypes, existing decks, and only playing a couple cards. Like I remember playing like, you know, Game of Thrones, the living card game, and like you'd buy a deluxe box with like, you know, 60 new cards in it or whatever it was. And you look at it and you're like, oh, I play Greyjoy, so really only 1 or 2 of these cards go in my deck, and maybe even only one of them is actually good and better than the cards that the previous card in that exact same slot would take. So it's like, it'd feel very wasteful buying like entire packs of cards, and then you'd only use like 1 or 0 cards, especially if you didn't play like multiple houses and stuff. Like if you don't play multiple colors in these card games, like you're missing out. Like you're not going to be playing with a lot when you buy stuff like this. And then you should only be buying singles in that case. So what I should be doing, if I'm like hardcore stickler and I only play Premier, and I only go to weekly nights, and I'm only playing like Vader or like, let's say, Maul or Palpatine, and those are like red, green villain kind of colors, and I'm only pulling from that color, I really probably should just wait for a set to come out. And then when the cards drop in price a couple weeks or months after release, maybe usually a couple weeks, they're always like very high before the set drops. But after that, I've noticed they drop in price, and then you just buy the cards you want for your deck. And you put them in, and you just update your deck. But me, as a gamer, you guys know, I play like lots of different board games and stuff. I get kind of bored playing with the same stuff. So I usually like tweak a deck every week, or like sometimes build a whole new deck every like week or two to play with, especially early in the set when I want to try out all the different leaders and colors and things. I usually bring at least 2 decks with me to game night, and I'm always bringing like a stack of extra cards to try on the side to switch up. Like after I'm done playing, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll put this card in for next week. Just to try stuff out. Okay, so another Chirrut. That's good. I think he's a good card. Another Sheehan Flurry. Elmoto. And our rare is Size Matters Not. Double blue. If you control a force unit, this upgrade costs 1 less to play. Attached unit's printed power is considered to be 5. Its printed HP is considered to be 5. So you're supposed to put this on a weenie, I guess. Or is this a card where, like, thinking outside the box, you put this on your opponent's unit that's, like, super juiced? Oh, no, but it's printed power. It's printed power. Never mind. It's not overall. I was picturing, like, putting it on a unit that has the upgrades on it that's, like, super juiced, and then you put this on to weaken it, but it's actually just changing the printed power. Which we don't see this usually mentioned in this game. So that's kind of neat, actually. But yeah, you're meant to put it on a small unit and make it bigger, obviously. And then a special card from the Spotlight deck. Still no legendary. Unless I missed one. Card says, you may lose the game. If you do, then I will deny being your friend. Okay. Roll Onslaught. Neiman Strike. Another Ezra. Our rare slot is Kylo Ren's lightsaber. That looks cool. Attached to a non-vehicle unit. If attached unit is a force unit gains, this unit can't be exhausted by enemy card abilities. Yeah, we haven't seen leader Kylo yet. I don't think I've opened him. But this is definitely for him. So when you deploy him, you slap this on with his effect, and then you don't have he can't be just exhausted. Yeah, that's cool looking. And then we got a hyperspace foil uncommon, Plo Koon. All right, not happy so far. I need some good legendaries here. This is pretty weak. Pretty weak. I am switching columns though. I don't know if that matters, but Lothcat. Or Sing. Okay, I got a lot of this guy, but I guess he's just uncommon, so. Purgle King. Whoa. We got a rare and an uncommon slot. Hyperspace. Leading the journey. 8 for a 4/2. Restore 4. Whoa. When played, draw a card for each friendly unit with 7 or more remaining HP. So this is like the Purgle theme is like big butts, big HP. Huh. Cool. Oh, we got a legendary finally. Always 2. Sith. Choose 2 friendly Sith units. If you do, give 2 shield tokens and 2 experience tokens to each chosen unit. Defeat all other friendly units. Yeah, that Purgle did look kind of sickly. Okay. And then a foil Battle Fury. All right. Sure. Okay, first legendary. Not sure if we care about it, but I don't know. I don't know. Quizzer. And one Starfighter. Another Ezra. Stinger Mantis. Heavy Missile Gunship. Mind Trick is our rare. And we got another Hyperspace Foil, which is a common. Yeah, so I need Kylo Leader still. I think I haven't opened him yet. I could have, but I might have missed him, but I think I've been looking. But I always find after I open my 2 boxes, I'm always missing like 1 or 2 of the rare leaders. Okay. This I would play with. HK-47, exclamation, die meatbag. Okay. Sith a droid. When an enemy unit's defeated, deal 1 damage to its controller's base. Okay. I mean, a Sith, and we just read that other card. I don't know if it's supposed to go with that. But also the droid thing from that other big ship. That, it was like giving droids raid or something. Then we got an old Daka. Foil. Oldest and wisest. 5 for 6/6. When played, you may defeat a friendly knight unit not named Old Daka. Then you may play that unit from your discard pile for free. Okay, so you can heal them or like fire off defeat effects or when played effects and stuff. Cool. He called all live people meatbag because we are bags of meat to him. Oh, another KOTOR. Oh yeah, he's got the Legends thing on him. Yeah, okay. That's funny. I know, I need a there is Baby Yoda, Grogu in this set. He's a legendary. I saw that guy before. I don't have one though, but I saw him. I saw him when they were spoiled. Protect the pod, hyperspace. Hyperspace Wayfarer. For speed, Marin. Plo Koon. Craving power. Yes. It's a rare I like. And then a common Praetorian Guard. Oh, I'm saying that right. Sith Legionnaire, Owen Lars, Possible Escape, and we got the Sun. And a common. Oh, another Legends card. How does he say that? Terentatic. While an opponent controls a force unit, this unit gains ambush. Oh, cool. Cool. Sauvage Oppress. This guy's deal 6 for a 9/6. Force and a Knight. Overwhelm. When attacking an enemy, oh yeah, we know this. When played, when defeated, you may use the Force. If you don't, deal 9 damage to your base. Okay, so this is the downside because you get a 9 power unit. Imbued with hate. 9 attack overwhelm though. Oh boy. When played, so you don't play this guy unless you have the Force. So that might suck. And then you need to get the force back. But you can just attack with him to get the force back. If you're playing a force common base. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This seems like a greedy card that probably is going to hurt you more than help you, but I don't know. Okay, we saw this one. Oh, our rare is a Mandalorian, Axe Woves, Accomplished Warrior. Shielded, this unit gets +1/+1 for each upgrade on him. Okay. He starts off 3/3, then breaks the shield and he's down to 2/2. But then you play all the cool Mandalorian cards from set 2 and you make him awesome. Maybe, maybe. Drain Essence. Deal 2 damage to unit. The force token's with you. Okay. Hyperspace Relic Scavenger. Inquisitor's Lightsaber. Lightsaber Throw. Discard a lightsaber card from your hand. If you do, deal 4 damage to a ground unit and draw a card. That's funny. I mean, if you play lightsabers, then you're just like, at least you can do something with them if you're having trouble getting them on the board and stuff. They're killing your units. I don't know. It's kind of funny. Calm in the Storm. Exhaust a friendly unit. If you do, give a shield token to experience to it. Okay, we got another green base. I think we got this one already. And then, oh, here's the Legends card. Cure Wounds, Force. Use the Force. If you do, heal 6 damage from a unit. Yeah, this second box has been sucking. I only have 2 legendaries. Unless I missed something, but like it feels bad. Feels bad, bruh. Thought they increased the legendary count, but I don't know. Maybe it's not always. I just got lucky on the last one. Lutheran. Okay, okay. Just as I say that, we get a legendary. Not in the legendary slot. This is a bonus legendary. Hyperspace Anakin. That looks awesome. That looks awesome. Okay. And our rare is Deathfield. Our rare is Deathfield. Deal 2 damage to each non-vehicle enemy unit. If you control a force unit, draw a card. Oh yeah, we already looked at this before. I didn't realize there was a Legends card too. It's got, that's Revan, right? In the art. Oh, okay. A legendary and 2 rares in the same pack. Hot damn. Are they good? Probably not, but hey, choose a friendly unit for this phase. Can't be defeated by having no remaining HP. An opponent chooses the unit they control, defeat that unit. Okay, sure. I don't know. Whatever. Not sure if that's useful or good, but... Okay, so we have 2 Anakins. That's good. Need to find another Anakin, another Vader, and then we play blue. But if not, we don't. I don't know what to do. Okay. Focus. Caretaker. A Balin Skull. A Quinlan Voss. Another Ray. As our rare. And Servants in the Forest. Comment. There he is. Kylo. We're not done yet. Action. Discard a card from your hand. If you do discard an upgrade, if you discarded an upgrade this way, draw a card. So you seed your discard pile with upgrades, and then sometime after 7 resources, but I really think you probably want to do this when you're on like 12 resources or something crazy. Play like a control deck. And you flip this dude, and he's a sentinel, and then you pay to play a bunch of upgrades on him and make him like a giant dude. And there was somebody at Locals was telling me about an upgrade. There's like a yellow upgrade that can give him the text of like that one yellow black ship that's like can't be defeated, return to hand, all that kind of stuff. You can give him that kind of stuff too. fun. I don't know if it's jank, but definitely looks fun. Yeah, cool. That's cool. Focus determines reality. Each friendly force unit gains raid 1 and saboteur for this phase. Okay. And then we got the Father. So this is a legendary. 8 for a 5/10. When you use the force, you may deal 1 damage to this unit. If you do, the force is with you. Maintaining balance. May not be jank, but definitely cringe. And a Hyena Bomber. Hyena Bomber? Well, I don't know. Quinlan. Kelleran. Second Sisters are rare. So did I miss an uncommon? Oh, she was uncommon. But why though? I don't know. Second Sister, nice. And a Force Slow. Give an exhausted unit -8, -0 for this phase. So after they attack with a big unit, you then make it worth nothing, and then you run into it and try to kill it, and then don't lose your unit. I think that's what's trying to happen here. I don't know. Okay, that looks cool in hyperspace. For speed, our rare is a Captain Enoch. And an Army of the Dead common. Hyena like the animal? Okay. I wasn't sure. It's like, is it hyena spelt that way though? Or is just trying to be sci-fi? Change the names. Oh, here he is. We got Anakin. Action, use the force. Play a villainy non-unit card from your hand, ignoring its aspect penalties. 4/6. Action. Use the force. Also same thing, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'll try it, but I'm not sure. Like, I have a lot of villainy non-unit awesome cards I like to play, but I could just play those without needing the force in a villainy deck. But there has to be some kind of combo with like playing like some bomb hero units or hero force units. There has to be some kind of a villainy upgrade or something that like makes things worth it to lose an aspect. There has to be something. There's got to be something they saw in testing that they're like, we need to take an icon away from this guy. Nameless Terror. When played, you may exhaust a force unit. On attack, each enemy unit loses the force trait for this phase. Interesting. Okay. Blade of the Inquisitor are rare. Heathcoth. Oh, look at that hyperspace foil. Did I get this in hyperspace foil already? No, I don't think so, right? No, maybe it was just a foil. I don't know. What the hell looks awesome. Maybe not at all. Yeah, that's pretty sick. All right, we got like 3 packs left. 3 packs left. I feel like the first box was way better. But it's not over yet. Cade Runner. Star Compass. Another Watto. Leia Organa legendary. Okay, we got another legendary. Force resistance official while this unit is in the space arena. She can't ready and gains. Oh yeah, this is the one that's like a space unit. Yeah, yeah. Action, use the force, move this unit to the ground arena and give each friendly heroic unit +2/+2 for the phase. So, play it in space, and then you put lightsabers on it, and then stay in space, and be more annoying in space than in ground. And then when you want to like finish the game after she attacks, you then put her in the ground to buff some stuff. And it buffs everything, not just ground arena. You move her to the ground arena, but she buffs everything. Interesting. Someone's going to beat me with this card. I know it. I can tell already. And then we got a Babu Frick, a rare hyperspace foil. Nice. Okay. Saj. All right, a Jedi Vector, that's uncommon. Oh, it's a Jedi spaceship. I didn't notice that before if I already saw that one. Unit gets +1/+1/+0 if you control another Jedi, and +1/+0 if you control a lightsaber upgrade. Jedi in space. There's Saj. Priestesses of the Force. A rare is a Deceptive Shade. And uncommon, this stupid card. I mean, this fine combo card. Last pack. Last pack. No showcase today, guys. No showcase. Three lessons. Another Mace Windu. Okay, that's cool. Oh, nice. Another 8th brother. Okay, okay. I don't think we've seen this guy. I don't know how to say that name. Sifo Dias. 5/4/4. Force Jedi Republic. When defeated, search the top 8 cards of your deck for any number of clone units with combined 4 costs or less and discard them. For this phase, you may play those cards from your discard pile for free. Okay, commissioning an army. An Acolyte of the Beyond. So, here's our hyperspace foils we got today out of our 2 boxes. Babu Frick, Unleashed Rage, Padawan Plo Koon, It's Worse, Sheehan Flurry, and Outer Rim Mystic. And then our legendaries today. So out of this box, actually, we got 4 legendaries and 1 bonus. So only 5 total. I think is kind of low now with the new way they do it, but I mean, one of them is Anakin, that's fine. I want to play with HK-47, I think. So, I mean, those are okay, but yeah. Yeah. And then again, for those that just skipped ahead, here's what we got in our first box for legendaries. Boom, and we got the foil Vader, which is great. And our rares in this last box. Oh yeah, this. Each droid gets raid 2. Cool. That's it. That's our rares. That is our rares. Yeah. I don't know. So yeah, I'll just open the spotlight decks like off stream. That's fine. I don't need to open those on stream. I don't think. I'm sure there's videos out there already going through those. But yeah. I'm curious what's in these two for myself for deck building, because they're gonna have their own special cards in there too that are unique to the decks. And there's rares in these ones too. I don't know what they are, and if they're ones I want to play, we'll find out. Steven says, I have no idea what that was all about. Thanks for the mini rant. Yeah, I know. It's really only for those who like play the game and understand the cards and stuff, but yeah. And again, just because I play it or I'm opening on stream doesn't mean you don't feel like FOMO, like you have to play it. It is a fun game, but I understand CCGs are like trouble. I know this. I just seem to like Fantasy Flight card games for some reason. And unfortunately, this one's a CCG, not an LCG, but if that helps it survive longer than a few years, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'm going to go relax, get ready, find some sleeves and stuff, get ready, pack my box, get my mat, and then head over to a pre-release. And then tomorrow another one. And then the next day another one. And hopefully I open some good cards and can make some fun decks and see some other fun decks, do some crazy things. Oh, you play LCGs? Did you play the competitive LCG, Steven? I'm not talking the cooperative ones. When I say I've been playing Fantasy Flight card games, and I'm comparing them to this, I mean the competitive LCGs. Call of Cthulhu, Game of Thrones, Warhammer Conquest, 40k Conquest, L5R, Netrunner. I don't know. Oh, you only play the co-op ones. Ah. Oh, only those ones? Yeah. They have some of the same DNA, but yeah. And those still are alive. Like the co-op LCG model works, sort of, once they fix the packaging model and distribution model. But the competitive LCGs just, yeah, they just didn't last. It just doesn't last, unfortunately. But I had some fun playing those. Oh yeah, there was like a Star Wars competitive one too. Just Star Wars living card game. That was a competitive one. I didn't play that one though. I don't even think I owned any cards for that one. That was like one of the ones I never owned anything for. And the Call of Cthulhu one, I think I played that one, but like I didn't really own cards for, like I never collected it or anything. No, not the Call of Cthulhu one. I'd never played Warhammer Conquest, I think was the one. No, not Warhammer Conquest. The Fantasy Warhammer one. But I played the 40k one. Oh, Yogi's hoping for a Fallout LCG? Yeah, that'd be kind of neat. That'd be kind of like a co-op one would be good, I think. And Mike says, I like Ashes Reborn. It's co-op and competitive. Yeah, and that's technically an LCG. Yeah. Team manager. Oh, Yogi played Race for the freshly baked or freshly balled custard croissants in 4 hours. Baked? Oh, baked, yeah. Okay. Blood Bowl Team Manager? No, I never played that. But I think that was one, right? Oh. Okay. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Everyone enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I guess I'll see you on stream next week. Bye-bye.